everybody, welcome to another episode of Pop for This. We are your hosts. I am Mackenzie, the Total Heel,
Gil the Guillotine.
I am Machi the Ring Geek.
and we are going to start off this show with the weekly recap of Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. First of all, let's start off with Raw. I'm gonna throw it to you, Machi Ring Geek, to start us off.
All right. So yeah, as my partner just let you know, this is for the week of the big week that just passed, November 10th. And Raw was a pretty eventful show. I'm just gonna go through the results real quick and then we'll talk about it afterward. So we had Cena winning the belt from Dom, which I don't think a lot of people had in their bingo cards, but it happened. Pretty decent match.
Wow.
And where it goes from here, we'll see. Will Cena hold on to the belt? Will Dom have a rematch at Survivor Series? Some people think he will. That will all is all ready to be revealed in the future. After that, we had Damian Priest versus Rusev, which wasn't bad. It had some hard hitting moments, but at the end of the day, it was just another another run of the mill match for both guys. Then we had a backstage segment with Maxine, which was actually good. It's good to see Maxine getting used again. I really want to see a match with her and Becky at a PLE. I really, really do. So hopefully that's something. Hopefully that's something that can happen in the future. Then we moved on. We had CM Punk came out, gave his little promo, standard stuff. Of course, the Vision, Logan Paul had to come and interrupt. Then Jay and Cody came in for the save, and everybody stands tall. And yay, we got our War Games match, or our War Games team, I should say. After that, we move on. We've got Stephanie Vaquer and Raquel Rodriguez. Now, they've got some really, really good chemistry. The both of them, I have to say. I'd like to see them have a regular feud. But we'll get into that. Then, of course, Nikki Bella turned heel, which I'm sure everyone was excited for. After that, we move on. We've got Shinsuke versus Sheamus. Another pretty good match. Actually, it was pretty solid. The outcome, though, was ultimately pretty obvious. And it would be nice to see Shinsuke get some W's, but he did it. After that, what's that?
Shinsuke is a high-priced jobber now.
Yep.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Too bad.
Yeah, after that, we had Charlotte, Alexa Bliss versus the Kabuki Warriors. Sorry, guys. Let me fix this here. Versus the Kabuki Warriors, which was it? Damn. Okay, which wasn't a bad match, but again, typical TV match that we've been seeing for the last few months. There was a lot of shenanigans. Nia Jax came in, Lash Legend, Io, Rhea, they all got involved at one point. And all of this was, of course, to hype up the ladies' War Game match. So that was our recap. Let's discuss a little bit what stood out about this episode. Is there anything you guys want to bring up?
A lot stood out for this episode. Like, first of all, we have a new Intercontinental champion by the name of John Cena. I think that makes him a Grand Slam champion now.
It does.
And we discussed this before last episode. I was telling you how, from a wrestler's point of view, that this tournament doesn't make any sense. To me, that is, from a wrestler's point of view. Because if I'm a wrestler and I'm trying to make a name for myself, I'm trying to get me some gold. I don't see the point of me doing this tournament just to face John Cena. I should get something out of it besides bragging rights besides me facing John Cena and them giving John Cena the Intercontinental Championship. At least the winner get something out of it besides facing John Cena. And people say, "Oh yeah, you get to face John Cena." But even before I get to face John Cena, I have to face off a bunch of other guys just to face him. That's a lot of work just for bragging rights. And okay, yes, you get to share the moment of John Cena's last match. But are they even gonna remember you? Or are they gonna just remember John Cena's last match?
Well, I
So
think
yeah, I like the fact that they gave the Intercontinental Championship to John Cena.
I think it I think it depends because remember Jericho never let anybody forget that he beat Stone Cold and The Rock in the same night. So I think it depends on who beats Cena. Because I'll tell you right now, if it was, I mean, I know it's not because he's not in the tournament, but just as an example, if it was Dominic or somebody like that, or LA Knight, they will not let you forget that they put John Cena out of business. They would not. And I disagree with you a little bit because I think that in and of itself, I think it is a really big deal to be able to say I was the one who retired John Cena. I do think it's a big deal. I do agree that the IC belt does add a layer to it, a layer of consequence and significance to it, especially because now Cena's a Grand Slam champ, like you said. So that adds something to it. Whoever beats him, now you say you retired John Cena and you took his IC belt away from him. So so yeah, I definitely agree with you on that part.
I
Um,
think it could have went both ways for me.
was that?
I think it could have went both ways for me. I think you both had valid points, and I could have seen John Cena in a last match in either situation. I don't mind because, like you said, Mark, that would elevate whoever. That's an accolade. Miz still talks about it. Him beating John Cena, and so imagine his last match.
Yeah.
But I also think adding the Intercontinental title to it opens the lane, and it doesn't have to be a standard, oh, it's going to be one of John Cena's rivals. It could be an up and comer that made his way through, or a dream match, and that guy could take the title from Cena and take the Intercontinental title into a whole different reign.
What was that last part? I couldn't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I said that that person can take the Intercontinental title into a whole different lane.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, one thing I really wanted to touch on, um, I don't know why they're insisting on this Nikki Bella thing, but Raquel Rodriguez and Stephanie Vaquer, they're both solid workers and they could tell a really good story in the ring. I don't know why they don't just have the two of them feud for a couple of months. They could feud for a couple of PLEs. Then you have Stephanie Vaquer go over because she should absolutely go over. It gives her a solid opponent, a solid win as one of her early title defenses.
Hmm.
Raquel Rodriguez is elevated because she was just in the main event. You could also play something off of Rock with Roxy, where Roxy's like, "You couldn't get the job done. I'm gonna get the job done." So that's something that I would really like to see them do with Stephanie Vaquer. I know they're probably not going to do that because obviously they have her with Nikki Bella. But yeah. So that's really that's really the thing that stands out about me about that.
They definitely gotta do some work in regards to making us care about this championship run. Like nobody that I know of is dying to see Nikki Bella and Stephanie Valkyrie match.
Yeah.
I don't know where this came from. I missed the memo,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Um,
maybe Nikki, I'm an optimist. You never know. Maybe Nikki's heel run might be something different. Maybe she might pull some evil witch, some shady stuff. I don't know. Maybe it might elevate something. Who knows? So let's give her the benefit of the doubt. They're shifting with it, and maybe it might end up becoming a decent run. Who knows? I doubt
Listen, I'll
it.
let you give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
on the
be
other,
I'm gonna be negative Nancy and just be like, no, she cannot wrestle. They're turning her heel because they know she's not going to get better at wrestling. And if they want a good reaction from her that's going to work, they're going to need people to boo her, which is easy because she's terrible. So make her a
Yeah.
heel.
Yeah.
I did love the fact that the Kabuki Warriors became the tag team champions. Um,
I like that too.
yeah, Oscar is still playing the badass role, and to me, you can't be a complete badass if you ain't got no gold.
No,
If
I
you ain't got no
I
gold.
agree.
And it frees up Charlotte and Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Now they can also go for some gold, and
Yeah.
they can go for some singles gold. So, the Becky Lynch's of the world, the Stephanie Valkyries of the world, they'll be good challengers moving forward. So yeah.
One of them might go
And
for the European title.
and now
the
we got
European
this new
title. You mean the US title?
Sorry, the US title. Yeah.
And now we got this new tag team with Nia Jax and
Lash Legend.
Lash Legend. Yo, those are
Dude.
some big bitch. Those are some big chicks. Those are some
You better
big
watch it.
chicks.
You
Yo,
got to edit that one.
seriously. Those are
Um,
some big chicks.
The boot that EO took to the face from Lash Legend was
Yeah,
Yo,
wild,
yeah,
bro.
it
I
looked
yeah,
was
like she
like,
kicked
son,
her brain.
son, and you heard it.
Yeah.
yeah. She's not even like fat. She's just a tall, big
Just
chick.
a big.
Thick. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
She was a WNBA player. I let her dunk me. That's a fact.
Sure.
That's a
You know
fact.
how I always say, like, I like me a little bit of Nia Jax? Yo, Lash Legend would dog walk my ass in the
Yeah.
in the sack. Like
I
Jesus.
yeah.
Hmm?
You
I,
gotta
I I
climb her.
wouldn't I wouldn't mind, but I feel like just shaking her hand, she would crush me. And I love it.
Yeah,
I love
dude,
it.
like Jesus.
I
But
love it.
To see Mark
yeah, I
clinging onto
think
her.
I think they are an awesome badass tag team. You
Yeah,
know? Nia Jax needs to step away from the title picture, and I think this is a good thing for her.
Yeah,
If they do it
yeah.
right, this could be a badass tag team.
I
They need a
agree.
cool ass fucking name, and they need to go hard with this shit.
Yeah,
I think
I
so.
agree.
I think so.
All right. So unless you guys got anything else, that is our Raw recap. So we're gonna move on to our next segment.
Let's do the NXT recap.
All right.
So the NXT recap that took place on the NXT show took place on November 11th.
Yep.
Sir.
All right, so take it away, Mark.
All right.
What happened at NXT?
Well, we had Tatum Paxley, who I love as NXT champion, or at least the potential of it.
Yeah.
And the culling getting interrupted by JC Jane and Fatal Influence. Um, I like that they're calling NXT. They call it Tatum Tuesday. I think that's cool. And JC Jane, bro, guys, gotta give her props.
That
Excellent
girl
heel work.
good.
Excellent heel works.
That girl
Really, really
good.
good stuff.
That girl could wrestle.
Really
Yep.
good stuff. And she's a pretty good wrestler, actually. She's gotten a lot better. I'll say
Yeah.
that. Then afterward, we had Ethan Page and Chelsea Green had a segment backstage.
Bro, they're
And the thing
hilarious.
that killed me, Ethan Page walks in and the Vanity Project, there's some crew, I think, from Evolve. They're talking to Ava. And Ethan walks in and he's like, excuse me. And he looks at Ava and then he looks at Vanity Project and he's like, she's the worst. It was just hilarious.
Yeah.
And him and Chelsea Green, they're gold, man.
Yeah.
They're gold.
Yeah.
And after that, we had Jasper Troy beating Grande Americano for the speed title.
I like that
No,
kid, man.
yeah, I know you like him. I hate the speed
Yeah.
title. I
Huh?
can't stand it. But it was a good win, an important win. Especially because Jasper Troy he's taken some high profile L's.
He's a big dude.
He's huge. Dude, he's like
He's a big
210
dude.
pounds. It's a big human being.
Didn't he come from Seth Rollins school?
I don't know if he came from Seth Rollins school. I know he's from LFG.
LFG, yeah.
I don't know if he trained at Seth Rollins school specifically.
Yeah.
So yeah, after that we had Thea Hale takes on Alba Fire.
Alba Fire.
Yeah, with Chelsea Green and excuse me, Chelsea Green and Ethan at excuse me at ringside. Oh, Thea Hale is super underused. She
Yeah.
really, really is. I'm glad they got her. They gave her a little spotlight.
Was that Alba Fire's thousandth loss?
Probably,
All
probably.
And
right.
counting and
Yeah.
counting.
But you know what? Alba Fire is aligned with Chelsea Green, and Chelsea Green, we
She's on
need
the
to
way, man.
understand Chelsea Green is a main eventer. Chelsea Green
Yep.
closes down episodes of
Yep.
shows. She
Mhm.
does. So that her being in that vicinity, it's good. It's good for her. So yeah, moving on. We had Javon Evans promo with Aaron Slater. They're so goofy. The way they just yo, you know what I'm gonna do today? What are you gonna do today?
Hey,
What you gonna do, bro? What you gonna do, bro?
a little bit
Oh
of it.
man, that's mad. Like I can't.
It was a little cringe. Some parts of it. I was like, all right.
All right, let's
It's,
move on. Let's move on. Like,
it's
come
so
on,
Gen
guys.
Z.
Yeah, they
um,
are.
but I will say this: Javon Evans is 21 years old, guys.
Bro.
He's 21, and he's so ahead of his time, man. Like,
Mhm.
he's ahead of his years. I think a feud with Dark State could be pretty good. But yeah, the execution of it was kind of cringe, kind of corny. After that, we had a little match. Skylar Ray from LFG, she was the season 2 winner, faced off against Fallon Henley. It happened. It happened. But one thing that's good about NXT that I like, NXT really does feature a lot of different wrestlers. They give them a lot of time. So that was good.
Yeah.
Then after that, we had Josh Briggs versus Tavion Heights. The crowd was much more interested in chanting in this match than the actual match. Even though it had some good physicality, the crowd was just going into business for themselves, and that always kind of takes away from a match. And then to close out, we had Ricky Saints versus Trick Williams. Ricky beat Trick to retain the title.
That was a
Trick gets
slobber
away.
knocker,
Yeah,
like JR would say.
Trick gets away. Good old JR.
Was
Trick
it
gets
me?
away from the main event for a little while, which is good. Um, and they didn't abuse the gimmick in the match where they have them, how many times in a last man standing match where it's like, oh, he gets up just at the count of 9, like he gets up right away, like you know what I mean, at the last second. They didn't do a lot of that, which I thought was good. And
Is it
then of
me
course
or
Obafemi showed up at the end, and that was, the topper for me.
hey, Mark, is it me or was Trick Williams' blood extra red?
What's that?
Was Trick Williams' blood really red? Like bright? Like
Yeah,
unusual
maybe it
red.
was like, I don't know, bro. Maybe they used one of those
Yeah.
like little squibs or something,
Oh.
Yeah.
pills, and he just popped it on his head because he's like, I ain't cutting myself.
Yeah. I'm too,
Maybe.
I'm too pretty.
So
You know what kills me? Everything he does, like why you got to do it without a shirt, bro? Every single thing, every
Trick
single thing.
Williams,
These
Trick
tight, yeah, these
Williams.
tight ass
He
leather
never
pants,
has a
no
shirt.
shirt.
Yo, bro, I was convinced for a very long time this brother didn't even own a shirt.
I don't think yeah.
He don't
He has
even own
vests.
a shirt, son. Like
He definitely
seriously.
has vests.
That's how you can tell if somebody's a wrestler. If you see a guy walking down the street and he just like wearing a blazer or a vest with no shirt,
Just a
that's
blazer.
like that's like wrestling attire.
Yeah.
That's like wrestling attire. This guy he has to be a pro
Oh, that
wrestler. I
guy's a
saw that
wrestler.
one time. I saw
Yeah.
that one time.
That's
But
funny.
it was just a homeless guy.
Yeah. He was ripped.
He
No.
was ripped. He
Oh
was
wow.
ripped.
He must have
And he
just
was
got homeless.
and he was wearing a blazer. He walking down the street. I was like, yo, this guy's a pro
He
wrestler.
must have just lost everything.
That's crazy.
And then
Um,
he asked me for $1. I'm like, nah, he just homeless.
so yeah.
Um,
Any
yeah.
final thoughts on the show? One thing I'll reiterate: JC Jane, her heel work is really really good.
Mhm.
And when Tatum Paxley finally does get kicked out of the culling, if they just keep this pace up, it's gonna hit. It's gonna
Yeah.
hit. So I like the build up.
I don't know. Yes, I'm happy that Obafemi came back, but so what he's gonna do? He's gonna revisit this beef that he has with
It's
Ricky Saint. Like they're gonna run it back again after Ricky Saint beat him clean. Like, dude, to me, that means you go in back of the line. You
Yeah.
gotta start it from the beginning all over again. I just beat you clean, boy.
I mean,
Like,
They might
you
turn it
could,
into
but I
different,
mean, storyline
cage.
wise, oh, I'm sorry, Gil.
No, that was like they might turn it, make it a bigger cage match, death match, whatever kind of big, extravagant match that they might showcase between them again. You
I mean,
know,
the
I don't know.
the logic behind it is just Oba has the rematch. He lost the title, so he has
Yeah,
the rematch. So
yeah, that's true.
that's the logic behind it. But I don't know. When guys like Oba lose, it usually means they're moving on to something else. Usually, Gunther lost the IC belt. He moved on to the world title. Like that happens all the time. So when he lost the NXT belt, I'm thinking, oh, he's going up to the main roster.
mhm,
But I guess WWE had different ideas.
like he would have. It would have been nice if he popped up during the John Cena tournament.
That would have been.
Yeah,
That
I
would have
wonder
been
That
dope.
would have
what
been
is.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Is he just on vacation? Is he injured, Gunther?
Gunther is injured. Gunther is
Okay,
injured.
okay.
So yeah, that was NXT. If you guys have any final thoughts, now we can move on to SmackDown.
Layeth the smacketh
Liggeth the
down.
smacketh downeth on your.
All right, so SmackDown started with the ladies Survivor Series or War Games, I should say, War Games team. Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Io, Rhea Ripley, all meeting, and then Charlotte being like, "I can't trust you," and then leaving. To me, was really unconvincing, and I just didn't. I just didn't really like it. And they're like, "Oh, what's gonna happen now?" Like, Charlotte's gonna be on the team. Like, stop it.
I don't know why they're playing that angle. Like, just be on the team.
He might
Just,
not. She
just,
might not. She might not. They might throw us something that we're not even expecting. Bianca might come back.
I'd be shocked
I'd be,
if
yeah,
if Charlotte was. I mean,
yeah.
you're right. They could. They don't have to do that, but I'd be
Dude,
shocked.
Bianca might come back. AJ might come back. They got other options.
They
Yeah,
do. They do.
yeah, they do.
Um. So yeah. Moving on, we had Jay Uso beating the Miz for whatever reason. I don't know. Really wasn't a bad match, but the outcome was just. I mean, come on. Not that I want to see the Miz face John Cena, but they have a history. The Miz should have at least gotten a win, and in general, the Miz should have faced John Cena at some point during this run, even if it was just on an episode of Raw or an episode of SmackDown. He should have absolutely faced John Cena at some point during this run.
Yeah,
And whether you like the Miz, you don't like the Miz, whatever. The man has put in the work. He's been there. He was an important. It was an important feud, and I feel like he should have been there.
yeah.
Moving on, then we had, for me, the highlight of the week, at least as far as matches, Ilya and Axiom. Like Ilya just can't miss right now, man. He's
He's
like
on
Steph.
fire.
He just can't miss. Like these matches are excellent. Axiom is a great wrestler. That DDT, springboard DDT, was crazy.
That's crazy.
Did I
Oh
mention
yeah,
how awesome his masks look? Like
Yes,
yes, you
seriously,
did.
yes, yes.
I'm gonna buy a ton of masks.
They
And
are fire. I can't lie.
Oh,
you said you're gonna wear them on some dates, right?
no, I'm gonna rob. No, I'm gonna rob people.
Don't do
Okay,
that.
all right.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
he did.
rob
Hey,
people.
so he didn't mean that, guys. Subscribers.
No, I really mean that. Like, I really mean that. I'm gonna look like really cool doing it too.
Oh man. All right. So yeah,
I
moving
be I
on.
become New York supervillain.
No.
The Phantom Luchador.
I
That's not a bad name.
was about
That's
to,
not a
you
bad
see,
name,
you
actually.
got him thinking about this shit.
Ah,
All right. One thing I like about just make this last point about I like the teasing of the Champa thing, and I hope that they actually get to that match. That match is gonna be they're gonna
yes.
beat the shit out of each other.
I'm actually excited for it. So I
Yeah, they're
like
gonna
the I
beat the
do like
crap
the
out of each
teasing.
other.
Yeah.
So I'm
The
looking
only
forward to it.
thing I would add to this whole thing, I want him to do a little bit more promos. Yeah, his matches are awesome, but I want us to be able to invest in the character, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show us a little bit more about like who he is. besides of like what drives him, you know? Even if it's before the match or after the match, just a couple of more promo. Just let's get to know him while the light is while the bright light is shining on him, you
Yeah,
Yep.
I
know?
agree.
Yep. I agree.
After that, we had Sami Zayn segment with MFT. Um, it was just standard
Sammy's back.
stuff. And then we had some run-ins with the Motor City Machine Guns, Shinsuke and Ray Phoenix. So it looks like they're gonna get a traditional tag Survivor Series match. A five the traditional 5-on-5, which I
Yeah.
like. I always like the gimmick of the Survivor Series match. I
Yeah.
thought
Of
it was
course. Yeah.
cool. So I'm glad they're doing that. Um, Oh, next up we had LA Knight and Zack Ryder, with LA Knight coming out on top, which he, as he should have in
Yeah.
for his bracket in the tournament. He should have. It was nice to see Zack Ryder back. Again, there are people who think that he might be coming back to the company based on some stuff that happened at the match. Good for LA Knight to pick up the win, and it's going to be interesting to see how he progresses through the rest of the bracket.
Now I'm thinking about it. That's the perfect opportunity for LA Knight. He's
What
been
the
if he
tournament?
if he makes it to the end of the tournament, LA Knight has he had that top he had the United States title, I think, and
Yeah,
then he dropped it, and then he's been chasing and losing after the world heavyweight for a while now.
yeah,
And people have been wanting him to win, and he's never fallen off. He still has the same hype. People love this guy.
yeah,
And I think that's the perfect, if you think of it, that's the perfect transition for LA Knight. Not
yeah.
only does he get the accolade of beating John Cena, and I don't think they've ever had they have an encounter yet?
LA Knight and John Cena. I think they
Yeah,
did it. Yeah,
they
they
did
have.
have a
They
short
have.
one, right?
They've
Yeah.
crossed paths, but I don't think they've had a match.
A
No, they
match or
never had a
anything, yeah.
match. Yeah.
And I think that's going to be interesting, and he can have the Intercontinental title, which is a perfect title for an LA Knight.
It is.
Yeah.
It
So.
is. It is. And that title now, it has a lot of weight. So it's not
Yeah,
just like,
exactly.
give him, the IC belt. Like, no, that's an important belt right now.
And for a guy like that, that's a double banger in one night.
Yeah.
Like damn.
Yeah.
So
I wish they did a little bit more with Zack Ryder. Like, I know he was a special guest and they didn't would tell anybody, but I think they should have told people. And he should have had a run in with John Cena on Raw
yeah,
I
and
think
saying
they,
that how he's gonna be on SmackDown. That way they can have a little moment between him and John Cena. It doesn't have to be a match, but they
yeah,
do have some history.
they
They could
do.
show some screen time and stuff like that and big up the fact that he's gonna be on SmackDown. He's gonna have a match, and there's a chance that he might be the last opponent of
Of
John
John
Cena.
Cena.
You
Yeah.
know, of course, he doesn't have to be the guy, but like they
Yeah.
could have did a little bit more with Zack Ryder.
I think it would have been good. Even if they had, like you said, even if they just had an interaction backstage, or
Yeah,
if John was like, "Hey, I'm excited to see, and I'm really glad that you're in the tournament," and Zack Ryder's like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna be the one to retire you," and
yeah.
whatever, like just kind of like friendly.
Mm.
But I think it would have been good. I think it would have been good if they had an interaction. I agree.
Mm. Didn't John Cena steal his girl storyline?
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Eve Torres, stupid. Anyway, yeah. So moving on.
I feel like one day they're gonna do the same thing what they do about Zach Morris with John Cena. They're gonna come
John
up with
Cena
a
is
clip.
trash.
Yeah, they're gonna come up with a skit with all the trashy shit, all
That
the
John
trashy
Cena's
stuff
done,
that John's
that
done.
they told us was awesome.
Like
Wow.
exactly,
John
exactly.
Cena was a monster backstage.
Hell yeah.
Crazy.
um, moving
No,
on. Top.
how about the time that Rey Mysterio won the championship and John Cena beat him in the same episode for the championship?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah, it was pretty
Horrible.
bad.
John Cena was the worst.
Exactly.
Super Cena.
John Cena is trash.
So now moving on to the next part of the show. Jade Cargill and B-Fab. I'm not gonna say too much about that because I know we're gonna talk about it in a second. But
Yeah.
that was not good. That's not
Yeah.
good. And then we had Cody and Bronson for the title, a match that they made earlier in the episode. It was nice that there was a fresh matchup, but you knew from the jump, like, okay, there's gonna be shenanigans. It's just a matter of who.
Yeah.
Oh,
WWE decided everyone,
Yeah.
everyone
Bring them all
goes
down.
in there. Logan Paul, and then Drew McIntyre, which
was awesome.
I didn't see
Yeah.
that coming.
I loved it.
Awesome.
That
Awesome. I
was
love
good stuff.
that. I love
So,
that.
so yeah, that was our
The
SmackDown recap.
the image of the image of Paul Heyman shaking Drew McIntyre's hand. I love that.
I
I
loved
love
it.
that.
I loved it more than seeing Paul Heyman and Seth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it um I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. I think it makes sense. Um it makes sense. Drew McIntyre has had a lot taken from him.
Yes.
A lot.
Yeah.
It only makes sense to me that he's gonna be like, no, I need to start taking from these motherfuckers. Like, no,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this shit.
Exactly.
Like, I'm really tired of it. As a fan, I'm really tired of it. Like, because Drew McIntyre, through all of this, like, yeah, he's complained a lot. He has, but none of those complaints have been lies.
Nope.
He hasn't told one lie. He ain't told one lie yet. So
But yeah.
I like that. But I think in general, the build around Cody and the match just hasn't been great. Just hasn't
I
been.
like the fact that nobody saw that coming. Like I wasn't even thinking about Drew
Yeah.
joining the Vision
Yeah.
Squad
Yeah.
because Drew was dealing with his whole other storyline. I completely forgot about Drew. So
And
yeah,
And Drew stands, he's a character that he stands on his own. He stands on his own. So you wouldn't necessarily think he can talk, he can wrestle. He's got everything.
he's a
You wouldn't
badass.
necessarily think that. So
He's
yeah.
a badass.
Um yeah, and I think the US Open challenge has just added a layer of quality to the shows that I'm really enjoying. WWE has said themselves that they prefer to focus on storytelling, not necessarily what the best match is. Well, I like to know and to see what the best match is.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
I like to see the best match because to me, the best matches tell the best stories.
Yeah.
They just do. They just do. That's just me, but that's how I feel about it. So
I understand what they mean by it, but they can do a little bit of both. They can do a little bit of both.
yeah,
Not everything needs to have a story. Like the story is, I'm trying to beat you, so the story is I want to have enough wins so I can earn a chance to win a championship.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be a storyline all the time,
That to me is like if you're a boxer, right? And I'm facing the champion. What's the storyline? The storyline is I'm a boxer.
And I'm trying to get the champion.
I'm trying
I'm
to.
trying to be the
That's
champion.
it. Like
That's
that's
the
it.
storyline.
Like that is the story.
I think they're focusing on storylines and they're trying to make us think it's what they want, what we want, because they have too much people. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
And with storylines, you can have people out for a week. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, and they're trying to play, but yeah, you can have a healthy balance, and you're doing it a little bit with the open challenge. Give me more of that.
Yeah.
You got a lot of young, hungry people. Give me more of that. You can have these other people in your storylines, but make sure we have those matches.
Yeah. When Ilya came back, they had a dope little video package of him freaking working out and him talking about how badly he wanted to come back. That was great. Give
It
me
looks
more.
like it looks like a Russian mobster.
I think he is, bro. I'm pretty sure he's in the Ruska Roma and he knows John Wick. I'm like 90% sure he taught John Wick how to kill people with pencils.
Yeah.
Remember
Even though-
Remember Eastern Promises?
How could I forget Eastern Promise? Yo, if Ilya Dragunov was anybody in the movie, he would be that man. He would be
Yes.
Viggo Mortensen in that movie, naked stabbing people. That would be Ilya.
That tattoos.
Remember Arrow? He's probably in the Bratva.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
Russian
Bratva.
mob.
The
The
Bratva.
Bratva. Yeah.
Imagine Ilya on some Mirakuru.
No, I see. Sometimes I see what's his name? Drew McIntyre. I always say like Drew McIntyre is Seth Rollins on Murukuru. Seriously.
Miracle.
Murukuru. Seriously.
Mirakuru. Why do they
Miracle.
always say it that way?
It sounds
Oh,
cool.
miracle.
All right, so let's move on. So that was the SmackDown and NXT recap. I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe. Let us know if you have any things that you liked from NXT or SmackDown.
Yep.
And yeah, let us know what you thought of the episodes.
Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, follow, talk some trash, get into it with us. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon.
Awesome.
All right.
Peace
All
out.
right. Later, Ring Pops.
Later.